episode of...
We're on. Hey, what's up, guys? Episode 2.
Good.
Boop, 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 boop. Skitty ring ding ding dong.
Skippity beep bop.
Scoop out. Scat man. John doesn't have a cup, but we'll fake it.
This entire episode brought to you by scatting.
Whoa, hey.
And honeybees.
Honeybees.
He's been enlightened with the power of the steam-powered giraffe. Alright, you guys do your usual thing, your intros. I am low people.
Hey, I'm Ryan.
I'm John.
And I'm Zach.
I'll redo it. Hold on. Hey, guys, I'm Ryan. Yeah, hey.
I'm John.
And I'm Zach.
Yeah. Woo! Fucking right, doggy.
A lot of energy.
It's gonna dissipate here soon. Taking care of business.
Taking care of business.
Business.
Alright, we're live. We're live.
Due to the power of honeybees.
Honeybees are pretty cool, I guess.
Yeah, they are, man.
I mean, you know,
They're dopes. Malopes.
plants grow from, you know, when they drop pollen and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. Pretty cool. The only thing that sucks about them is when they sting you. That's about it.
Night Wish Kid said energy. What's that? You're absolutely correct. We're deprived of such things.
Oh wait, that was good. Hey, how's it going, man?
Night Wish Kid. Zach's like,
Yeah, they're bringing a lot more to the table than I am today.
I'm pumped with energy.
Okay.
Ever listed to Nightwish?
What was that?
Listed to Nightwish?
Listen.
Link, what's good?
Listen.
Link,
You ever listen to Nightwish?
Oh, the group, the band?
Yeah. What up?
I want to say it was brought to my attention, but I will revisit it now, seeing how you're bringing it up.
I've never heard of them, so I'm not sure. But I am very old.
That you are.
That I am. Look at the gray in my beards.
I'm still getting some of this new stuff ready. So
Oh, okay.
So
All right, John, let's go.
Bear with us, yeah.
Let's talk about comics.
All right, what's good?
Any new stuff you've read? You keeping up with anything?
Actually, I've been rereading a lot of the classics recently. Something about the animated film of Death of Superman.
Oh, dude, I watched it
has me
today.
just-
I watched it today.
It's beautiful.
Oh my
it's
god,
such
one
a
of the
good,
best DC animated movies I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, it literally was just ripped from the comic.
Yeah,
Like
I cried, dude. I cried
it-
at the end.
That's fair. That's understandable. It's a great film.
Like I was telling Zach, like spoilers, spoilers. Obviously it's Death of Superman, so everybody should know by then now he dies in this movie.
It's in the title.
It's in the title.
Yeah.
That part where Lois is throwing rocks at Doomsday, knowing that she can't really do anything, and he notices that like he has nothing really left in the tank, but he takes all he can take, and it's attack Doomsday to kill him, or stop him so he doesn't kill her. Like that just hit home with me for some reason. I don't know why. It's just like, you know, like. It's making me love Superman seeing this movie. Like, I've never really liked Superman that much, but after this movie, like, I'm starting to like him more and more. Like,
Oh, don't say that.
seriously, like, just, I don't know, like, even I'm reading the new comics.
Mm.
Like, the Superman comics are really good. The new one that just came out after Man of Steel. They did, like, a Man of Steel run, and then Superman they started a line of Superman.
True.
And it's good. So.
Alright. Yeah, I got our news. Our news is lined up for the episode. Finally.
Okay.
Finally. Okay.
Zach Slow. I'm just kidding.
Wait, maybe it's because you just had your head down, because it was blocking you, so I moved it. Now it's definitely blocking you.
The
I
Goblin.
Alright, let's move it back.
Goblin.
My head was down.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Thanks to Zach for the new Green Goblin pop. It's freaking amazing. I love it. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Ramos is like, your Green Goblin isn't top heavy. I got the same one.
Yeah, no, mine's the same, but his is like perfect. I don't know why.
Mine was fine. I
What
don't
the
know.
heck? Yeah, mine is
I
like-
don't know.
At all times.
Well, my metallic one was fine.
I can't help that. I'm just amazing with that.
Link said.
I bought it.
Link said, curious question. What's with the
Yeah.
names? Fresh Couple Comics episode 1 and 2. Just wondering.
It's a new format. We want to like try to keep it, episode 1 that keep on-
Before, when we were doing the show, it was very all over the place. We didn't have a structure to it. We're officially we have different sections of the show now, and so because of that, I wanted to start over from episode 1 and just start from there. So now we can have each episode be numbered,
Yeah.
so it's easier to keep track of. I just feel like it's easier to keep track of, and especially since this is like our main show on here,
Mhm.
it didn't feel right to call it something else besides a Fresh Cup of Comics episode, whatever.
Should
Um,
subtitle.
I could probably put a subtitle, but yeah, at the same time, like, I don't know where the episode's gonna go until after, so maybe I might
Afterwards,
just
you can
Well,
change it
well,
after.
yeah, that is true. I was gonna say if so Fresh Cup of Comics episode, let's say for like episode 3. Episode 3, the subtitle will be whatever the major point
Yeah.
is that we
Yeah,
were gonna
we
talk
can
about.
we
True,
can we can
yeah.
edit that
Yeah,
afterwards.
that's true.
Yeah,
regardless,
so whatever we spend the most time on, I'll probably just edit it afterward and then just make
Yeah.
that like the main.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, that works.
But
But yeah,
basically,
that's the idea behind the episode 1, episode 2 type thing.
we can hopefully
It
get to
becomes-
episode 100 and go
Oh
back
yeah,
to
so
that,
forth.
you know,
Yeah,
so.
for sure. Yeah. So yeah, so I'm gonna start reading off some of these news articles, and we're just gonna
Okay.
kind of discuss our thoughts on them. And if any of this stuff you guys didn't know, now you will. You know.
Awesome.
So first of all, I'm just gonna get this out of the way. The Flash TV show is getting a new suit, supposed to be more comic accurate. It's less leather and more breathable looking material.
Okay.
Not too different from the original suit before, but he doesn't have a chin guard
Strap,
anymore.
like a chin strap
Yeah.
type thing.
You guys can find it if you guys go on Google and stuff and just search the photo of him. Like they just released it. So it's just a picture of him like running and it says like the Flash on CW. But yeah, it looks pretty much the same as before, just a different material.
Yeah, you don't
It's not
like
red
start-
though. It's not all red.
you don't
It's
look
like
at it and just
maroon.
start to
It's like a red
chafe.
Yeah.
Doesn't look
It's
Barry, put on your chafe suit.
I
You
don't
need
know,
the
it's
chafe.
just- yeah, it's just not. I don't know. I still don't like it.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, you can't really get like. I don't think they'll ever be able to do like.
It's almost like his head's like a Squidward, like he's a red Squidward.
Oh, because it's like
Yeah.
the dome, like a
Octopus.
shiny, yeah, like a.
For some reason, I don't think his head is that big. I think it's just the suit just makes him look so bulbous.
And the
on
wings,
top.
the wings don't come out that far, like on
On the ears.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but that's Barry though. It's Wally who had the more.
I thought they both have the same.
Wally's was more like.
Outward.
Wally's came
Yeah.
out more, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it's a new suit. Here's the hoping that they keep like
Yeah, upping it
yeah.
every season. They
Like,
keep
Yes, I
changing it.
can't wait. Oh wait, no.
Oh yeah, you don't.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't think I don't.
I'll just read the comic book. It's way better.
But yeah, so there's that for the CW.
Okay.
Also, while we're on the topic of CW, they cast Ruby Rose as Batwoman coming into the CW universe, which I am super stoked about.
I think it was a good choice.
Which I don't know too much about Batwoman other than watching Batman Bad Blood, or was it Bad Blood?
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember her from that. That's about it.
Yeah, she's
It's not Batgirl. It's a different person altogether.
yeah, because Batgirl, Barbara Gordon, she's kind of like almost an innocent take on Batman, sort of where she's kind of like she's gung ho about taking
Right.
justice in her hands. Batwoman was inspired by Batman. Correct me if I'm wrong. Batwoman was inspired by what Batman did, but she's like also like super like fierce,
Yeah,
like badass.
she's kind of like, I think a female Red Hood.
Okay.
Okay.
I believe
Yeah,
would
did
be
she-
fair to say. she's very like, yeah, she's gung ho about, you know, saving people and stuff like that, but she's aggressive.
Did she
Like, she doesn't play.
learn from Batman, or was it just like she dawned on a costume?
She's inspired by Batman.
She
Okay.
dawned on a
So
costume.
she never like got trained by Batman.
No.
She was already trained.
I mean, as the years went by, she, you know,
Trained
teaming
herself.
up and
Yeah.
like in the Detective Comics,
Yeah, yeah.
that for Rebirth, like they teamed up and like obviously working with Batman, you'll learn a few things and stuff.
Okay.
But she wasn't like fully like trained, like
Yeah,
she wasn't
yeah.
like a Robin or something like that.
Okay.
And I've heard somewhere, I haven't read it at all, but I've heard somewhere that Batman has been hesitant about contacting Batwoman for anything because he's like, there's sometimes like something about her, like he just doesn't
Yeah,
sit right with him.
It would Red Hoodish, like
Yeah.
that's why. Because like even Batman doesn't like he'll like, you know, he has his Bat family, but it's like I think it'd be fair to say it's like a worst case scenario if he calls in Jason.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Jason is like, at the end of the day, Jason's better now. He's kind of fixed, but he's still unhinged a bit.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he doesn't. Oh, and Batwoman uses a gun, so
Oh really?
yeah.
Okay.
So that's also a
One thing
as
that
well.
they keep bringing up when people are talking about this new Batwoman, oh, we're gonna get a lesbian superhero in the CW. That's a big thing for Batwoman. That she's openly lesbian.
Yeah.
What do you guys think that could mean for? I mean, do you think that it's gonna be much of a difference?
I don't.
to the show?
I don't really think. I mean, first and foremost,
Yeah.
one like the lesbian, the well, LGBT. Yes, I feel it's
Yeah,
correct. Okay, so
LGBTQ.
that yeah, or Q now. Yes.
Q, yeah.
Yeah.
Q.
So that's been very apparent in our TV shows and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
But Supergirl, the Supergirl's character, Dream Girl,
Okay.
they're bringing in Dream Girl for this season, and Dream Girl is going to have a transgender actress.
I heard about that. Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's gonna be. Don't get me wrong. Batwoman lesbian as a lesbian prominent, she's gonna have her show, like her solo show. Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Mhm.
But I think people are gonna be more excited that a transgender person's getting into
True.
the superhero game. Like there'll be more backing for
I-
that one because we've had lesbians and
Yeah, I don't think there's like
Yeah.
it doesn't really bother me necessarily or anything. It's
Well, yeah.
it's a good thing because I mean
More representation.
Yeah, it's yeah.
there's been so many shows now with all different types of shows with different characters
Yeah.
like that anyway. So
Mhm.
I
think it's cool.
Yeah, back when
Wow.
I was running Hudson's Comics, I had a lot of parents come in and they were like, they don't want their child watch Supergirl because due to her like sister in the show, like it's
okay.
very like lesbian oriented kind
Mhm.
of, and I'm just like, all right. I mean, I can't really say anything. That's how if you want to raise your child like that, that's fine.
Yeah.
But I mean, Supergirl, like it's still a really dope character, and like you're kind of letting your child miss out on just the stories, like the adventures of Supergirl.
Well, I mean, I can understand like if it's like sexual or something. Your kid's like
Yeah.
little, but like my daughter's age, I'm not gonna let her watch that because of the sexual
Yeah.
tension. But if it's like an older kid and they already understand that process, I'm not one of the parents that can be like, "Whoa, no, I'm against that." No, they should know everything. So
Ramos said it's BS that Legends reportedly won't be part of the crossover this year, so we won't get to see Sarah drooling over Batwoman, which
Very
is
true.
very true.
Yeah.
Well, and that's another thing. With the whole lesbian outlook on. Well, actually, Sarah's bisexual. Like Sarah goes for guys and for girls.
Okay, I thought she was lesbian.
No.
Bisexual,
She's both because
Gotcha.
if you watch the show,
I'm way behind. Like I
She's-
don't know any of these characters.
Sarah Lance.
Sarah Lance, White Canary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she was
Yeah.
already that way anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's both.
Because
but-
she was with Ra's al Ghul's daughter, Talia.
No, Nissa.
Or Nissa,
yeah,
I'm sorry.
Tala's that's all Batman.
Oh, so that's a different.
Oh,
I thought that was Talia the whole time.
No. Nissa is
The
her
other-
sister.
Other sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many algos.
But yeah,
Right.
apparently, parents. Same with for Legends. Especially with Legends, it's more apparent because Sarah.
It's very upfront.
Yeah, Sarah's
yeah.
very upfront. So, but I'm just like, I mean, hey, I'm not gonna say nothing. Raise your child out. Do whatever you want in your home. That's fine.
Yeah, you're the parent.
You're the parent, yeah. But I mean, they're good shows though. I definitely like Legends. Legends has just gotten so much better.
Really?
After season 1, Legends got like really good. Like
Really?
in the stake of like your cheesy, cartoony, like superhero show, it's pretty good.
I bowed out. CW's let me down after Green Arrow and all that stuff. Like I just
Green Arrow's been on and off, man. You'll have one good season and then two horrible seasons, and then, or no, one good season and then a bad season, and then half of a bad season, and then the last 2 episodes of the 3rd season's really good.
yeah.
It's just hard to tell when you can get invested and then like
It
you don't
just
know that it's gonna like just
Cuts
pull the
like
rug
that,
out.
yeah, dude. It's so, and that's how it is with Flash and Arrow. So, I mean, I don't know.
But while we're talking about casting,
Hmm.
so Ruby Rose, perfect casting
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Is she gonna grow her hair out, or is it gonna be a wig?
We don't know the design yet.
Okay.
We don't know, I mean, like she has this. I mean, Batwoman has like the signature like red hair coming out of the cowl.
Yeah, but that's a
wig,
that's
right?
a wig. Yeah,
Yeah.
she has short. She has short.
Oh, she has short
yeah,
hair,
yeah.
so it's like just part of the cowl that
So-
she throws on to look like something different.
So she already has the short, so it'd be
Okay.
perfect.
Ruby,
But if they
yeah.
if they actually give her a convincing like a red hair wig, I don't know if they're gonna do that or if they're just gonna give her like just a cowl. Just
She should be. I mean, yeah, when she's in Batwoman, it's like a whole wig that she puts on. Then
Yeah.
she puts on the cowl. So
yeah.
it should be 2 separate entities.
Oh, God.
It
That
should
would
be,
be
but
hot as hell in a
but I don't
movie.
know how they're gonna do it in the show.
How's that?
Yeah,
hold on.
yeah, I don't know.
How's a superhero do that? Like, oh, hold on, let me don on my wig, and then let me put my cowl over the wig. It has to be hot as
I
hell.
mean,
that
it's
thing.
it's smart though. I mean, people
Yeah.
do, we gotta look for a redhead.
Well, remember Canary used to didn't.
Ryan English, what's up, guys?
What up, Ryan? How's it going,
What's
man?
up?
Ryan from
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
How's it going, man?
Smiling on.
You're on. You're on the
Ron,
chat.
you could chat. Yes.
But yeah, so I don't know how they're gonna do that in the show. It'll be interesting to see how they do it. But in other casting news, Doom Patrol for the DC Universe streaming service cast Cyborg in that show. Okay, so I don't know how you pronounce that name. Joy Van
Yeah, I'd
Wade?
say it's like Joy Von Wade.
Joy Von Wade.
Trayvon Wade.
So he's been cast as Cyborg in the Doom Patrol series, and that is going to cross over at certain points with the Titans series that they already have
Okay.
a trailer out for. So it's all the same universe. So even though Cyborg is most famous for being a Titan, he's going to be on Doom Patrol, but he will be like he'll have cameos, I guess, in Titans. Is what we're hearing. Super cool. I'm down. I mean,
And that's the original guy that played him, or is it?
it's a
No,
totally
that's
new
a
guy.
completely,
Oh, okay.
new.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was in.
Totally new.
When you were saying.
But one.
Cyborg, I understand. I get it.
But one thing I want to know is how are they going to do the effects? Because in the Justice League movie, it was all CG. It was all just
Yeah.
like a mocap suit and CG. How are they going to do the effects in this? Do you think it'll be CG? Do you think it'll be practical? Do you think they'll take a minimalist approach and make it like, oh, it's under his skin?
That'd be cheating. That's a easy.
yeah.
That's a cop out. Like that's
Oh,
a
yeah.
super
I really hope
easy
they don't go that
cop-out,
route.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's a special effects. Like
It
with computer special
Yeah.
effects. Yeah.
it should always. I think it should always. And like if you look at like the old school like movies, it should always be a combination of makeup and special effects.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I want practical.
That's-
I want practical
Face.
armor pieces.
Yeah.
With special effects to make it look like there's like
Yeah, it's like
information
real
traveling and
or
like
like
lights and stuff.
yeah.
For sure. That's where I stand on it.
And that's on the CW or on the
The DC streaming
DC
service.
streaming.
Right. He's gonna look like a 2018 version of the Tin Fan.
Get your oil cans ready. Cyborgs on the case.
Booyah!
But yeah, so yeah, we got that. I'm excited to see that version of Cyborg. Apparently, we're still going to be getting a solo Cyborg movie in the Justice League universe, as well as this version of Cyborg in the DC streaming service show universe. Totally separate cyborgs, 2 different cyborgs. DC's doing that a lot lately.
Yeah,
They have
doing
2 different
splitting,
Supermen,
Yep. They're gonna have 2 Jokers. They're gonna have
2 different Deathstrokes.
Yeah. Seems like they might be having 2 different Batmans.
Maybe.
Yeah, we don't know yet.
Yeah.
Ramos says I really need him to be more half human, half machine than the movie version, which I agree.
Oh yeah.
Cyborg was half human, half cybernetic.
Yeah, he wasn't
just
all-
he wasn't.
yeah.
He wasn't just all robot.
So you want 1970s or 1960s Cyborg. Remember back in the day, his costume, you could see.
Oh, with the band.
Yeah,
headband.
with the
with the
headband.
circular
And
headband.
then he had you could see half of his chest
Well, even
out.
so, like
Like Teen Titans, the animated version was like really good.
you can
like,
see his skin between like the
yeah,
shoulder pieces. and stuff.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah. That's I'm right there with you. Actually, I'd love to see that. I can't wait to see what they choose to go with for this, for sure.
Nate, what's up, buddy?
Nate
How's it going, man?
agrees. Rainbow says the villain for Doom Patrol seems very interesting.
Oh yeah, Mr. Nobody.
And then Richard says otherwise he's just strong science man, not cyborg.
Strong science man. Coming
Strong.
to you.
Well, that'd be a cool spoof.
Strong science
I'm
man.
strong science.
I mean, that's
man.
basically what the Hulk is.
That's true. Well,
Yeah.
hey,
Strong science man.
Yeah. Strong radiation man. Yeah.
Yeah.
strong,
Strong.
strong radiation man.
I'm the SRM man.
This is amazing.
Dylan Chavez says, "Hey guys, it's me, your mom."
Oh, it's my mom. Happy birthday, Mom. It's my mom's birthday tomorrow.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
How's it going? That's awesome.
If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here, guys.
Thank you for giving birth to our co-host. So, so while we're talking about like teams, superhero teams, in comic book news,
Yeah.
Marvel is bringing back the Uncanny X-Men later this year in November, but they're doing it in a 10-part story arc titled Disassembled, which is done before with the Avengers Disassembled.
Yeah.
Apparently, I haven't read it, but that's what it said in the article. It's just full closure. But yeah, so it's really interesting how they're doing this though.
Yeah.
They're doing this in sort of a way like they're starting off the Uncanny X-Men by killing a bunch of them. So like they're
Which
saying
is
like
kinda-
nobody's gonna survive.
Well, that's kind of cool. Like if you remember, the animated show,
Which one?
the '90s one.
Okay.
Well, remember in the beginning they were killing off a lot of them, and that's how is it Morph? Was it Morph that died?
Yeah, first episode.
But he really wasn't dead. He
First
really wasn't
episode.
dead. But they had other guys that were getting killed
Yeah.
off. That
Yeah.
weren't really. So yeah, that'd be cool, man. And
They seem to be like, I don't know if you guys have been reading the recent slew of X-Men comics, but they've been killing a lot of people.
yeah. Well, now the new comic
I
coming
mean,
out.
keep it up.
The new comic coming out that I read with the list of comics coming out in October, and after that, X-Men Black, which is all like on bad guys like Magneto, Juggernaut.
Mhm.
Sounds really cool. And then obviously the Spider-Man Octavius one coming out that we were talking
Superior Octopus.
So
Yeah.
a lot of new comics coming out, which sounds interesting. It looks cool. Looks the way it looks. The cover looks cool. So
Yeah.
I'm interested to read it.
It says here for Disassembled, it says not every hero is expected to survive the experience. As Marvel said, the book's future depends on who is left standing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
As long as they don't kill my girl Jubilee, I'm good. That's all I want.
Is that
Please.
your?
She needs to
so-
get some spotlight.
Yes.
Yo, like
Yeah, but is that your?
Yes.
So
God.
that's your two favorite. That's your favorite.
No, I wouldn't say that's
X-Men?
my favorite
What's
X-Men,
your
but
favorite
I
X-Men?
love Jubilee though.
Yeah.
She's just not respected enough. Like her abilities are pretty dope, and like at full
But they never showed her. Even on the
capacity. Yeah,
cartoon
she's-
show, they never showed her full capacity.
Well, yeah, because she was still younger than the rest
Yeah.
of them too. She was
Yeah.
like a lot younger.
She was like a little Spitfire.
yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, we've gotten how many X-Men movies, and she's just now gotten in this like X-Men Apocalypse,
Yeah.
and she didn't
And
even
she
use her
didn't do-
powers
yeah,
once.
she was just there. The only reason why you knew she was Jubilee, I guess,
Yeah, 'cause of her
was
suit.
because of the yellow jacket, and she was Asian. Like
Yeah.
that's how you knew it was Jubilee. I didn't even think she had a pink shirt.
Yeah, she did. Yeah,
Did she? Okay.
She even had like the, how like she had that.
Did
like,
she have bubblegum?
Yeah, she was chewing bubble
She was
gum.
chewing
Yeah,
bubblegum,
yeah,
but
yeah,
she also
was-
had like a strap or like maybe it was like a purse or type.
Yeah,
thing.
she always
Yeah,
has
yeah,
the
yeah.
the
She
old
had
X-Men,
that too.
She had
I remember she had
little
that
strap. But like that's the
I used to like well, other than Gambit,
Exactly, you got it. Spitfire because she shoots flowers from her
Yeah.
hands, basically.
I used to like Archangel
Okay.
well,
when Apocalypse turned him into with the silver and he had
Yeah.
the blue skin,
Archangel. Yeah.
and then Gambit was
Oh, but-
Gambit was my favorite.
But you
I don't
didn't
really-
like the movie version where he's all punk rock and drinking in the scaffolding?
No, I
And they give him a mohawk?
No, well, that wasn't from the comic book. I mean, they gave him the angel wings and stuff, but I don't know. He just looks so metal with like the metal wings and like the blue skin. He looks
Yeah.
super cool.
Yeah, that's like iconic.
Yeah.
Yeah. My favorite, obviously, growing up as a kid, like Wolverine was so cool.
Oh yeah, everybody
But
loved Wolverine.
Wolverine was with like, besides Wolverine, I think Jubilee was my favorite growing up, just because she was like she was what I wanted to be. Like I don't know, was that disrespectful? Like I don't take shit.
Yeah,
you know?
she was.
She was so cool.
When the X-Men originally started, it was supposed to be kind of like, if I remember correctly, the description for the X-Men, like way back in the day, was kind of like, you know, Power Rangers. It was like a group of teens who, you know, banded together to fight evil. But she was she was a teen. Like, she didn't care. Cyclops would give her an order and she'd be like, yeah, I'll do whatever I want to do.
Yeah.
Like, she was she was feisty. Yeah. I was just like, yo, what the heck?
I kind of like Cyclops at some points, but I was like, God, he's such a dick to everybody. It's like,
yeah, but
he was cool. Like, I liked him without the cow. I liked him with, like, he had the cow, like the half cow, and his hair would be out, and then, like, it just looked cool, the style of it.
Wait, who's this?
Cyclops.
Okay, yeah.
Kind of like X-Men Evolution, how he had his hair out from the top because it was
kind of flowy surfer hair coming out.
I kind of like the cowl though. I also
Yeah,
in the movie, like all we got was just like sunglass guy.
Yeah.
Like,
I didn't like the sunglasses. I like the yellow, like the whole.
Well,
visor.
what about
the visor.
Or so the original X-Men? Yeah, you got the visor. You got a full visor, and he had when they were in suit. Yeah, so it'd just be a suit. His whole head didn't have a you didn't like that at all.
No, I mean, I like I said, I didn't hate. Like I don't hate it.
Yeah.
I would just like to see different versions of the suit
versions,
on him because we got sort of so at the end of X-Men Apocalypse, we got sort of a nod to that classic design stuff, and I want to see more of that. I'm so sick of just
the sunglasses. Yeah.
Oh, we won't though.
Well, because he well.
I just read an article earlier that said Disney's letting them release the rest
Oh yeah,
of the
the
stuff.
Phoenix, and the other movies that they had entitled.
Yeah.
But I mean, we won't get them to see them grow up because that's the reason why they started this franchise so young, is because they wanted to carry it out. So that's why Deadpool made that joke in Deadpool 2. But it was for his movie, but it was also for like just the whole Marvel franchise. He was just like, "Yo, we need them young. That way they can carry on their own franchise for a couple years."
Which Deadpool 2 is out digitally. You can go watch it right now.
Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, in a couple days, Avengers comes out on DVD, right? Like the 14th or the 16th. Yeah. Can't wait to buy that.
Yeah, me too.
I was thinking of buying it digitally, and I was just like,
nah, I want it. Yeah, I want it.
No, I was still gonna buy it physically too.
Yeah. Oh, you
got both. Yeah, I got both, just so I can watch it now.
I got both.
Somebody said Ryan said as a kid I really hated Jubilee, but I loved her superpowers. Yeah, dude, fireworks from her fingertips, man. Like that's the.
And then Leanne said that Chris loves Gambit.
Yeah. Zach didn't know Gambit had.
I thought he just threw cards.
He just thought he threw cards. I said no. He
No.
created bombs.
Yeah,
with his power.
Basically, energy manipulation that he can just kind of like.
Anything.
I never knew that.
Yeah. A lot of people. Yeah, that's fair. A lot of people thought he just threw cards and they exploded.
And then I told him that I was like, no, dude, he had this energy. He would put on whatever and he could throw it and make a bomb. And then he was like, oh well, that's how I like him.
It's energy manipulation. Yeah.
I never did that. Added a whole new layer to him. I never knew that I liked. I thought he was just a card thing.
And he's badass with a bow staff.
Yeah, he's nasty, man.
Yeah.
As Napoleon would say.
I would love to see a version of him in the movies that's not Channing Tatum.
I like. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I don't know what. I'd rather have the guy they originally had.
X-Men Origins?
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy X-Men was good.
Yeah.
It was really, really good.
Yeah, every time they were like, oh yeah, the Gambit movie's coming out, I'm just like, don't. Not with Channing Tatum.
Yeah, I don't like that. Like, because he has to have like that New Orleans
accent.
Yeah, it's like.
Well, and Channing Tatum, for me, like, I really care about, like, I care about acting ability and I care about body type. Channing Tatum does not look like Gambit.
No.
And get close, get close, but Channing Tatum's not close. Channing Tatum's like, Gambit's here, Channing Tatum's far left.
Yeah.
Like, they're not, he looks nothing like him.
If you had to pick a villain in the X-Men, favorite villain.
Favorite villain?
Yeah.
For X-Men? Oof, I have a lot. I'm still thinking about who my favorite X-Men character is, actually, to be honest with you.
I mean, I like Apocalypse, but not the one that we got live action.
Okay,
fair.
Like the animated cartoon?
Yeah, he was intimidating as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, he was, like, fuck. But I mean, like, even though he had like the fish lips and everything, like there was something about him, man. Like he walked in the room and everybody just kind of like shut down.
I liked Magneto was my favorite.
When you say favorite X-Men character, do you mean X-Men the team or just X-Men their universe?
Just in the not in the universe, but like
So
team.
like good guys.
Yeah, good guys,
Okay.
and then you can pick your favorite bad guy.
Ooh.
Like I like Magneto is my all-time favorite bad
But
guy.
X-Men had so many bad guys though. Like they crossed, like they
Oh yeah.
Doom, Magneto, like they had so many. Oof.
The only reason I didn't pick Magneto is because, first of all, Magneto is a crazy villain, but I never got that intimidation factor from him that I did from like. If he came into the room, like it's intimidating, but if Apocalypse came into the room, like it's Apocalypse.
Well,
It's
it's
Apocalypse.
between him and what's his name? Mr. Sinister was another guy.
Yeah,
Sinister was pretty
Sinister
good,
was
yeah.
awesome. Yeah, that was intimidation. Yeah, that dude had intimidation.
And you couldn't kill him, which I never knew until I saw the cartoon. I'm like, holy crap, you can't kill this guy. He's like the T-1000. He is like it's crazy. I'm like, what?
Have you seen this boy?
Yeah. Have you seen him, John Connor? Let's all look at that together. Crazy.
He wasn't supposed to intimidate. He was meant to.
Nate likes Magneto.
Yeah, Mike.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nate.
Yeah, that's the thing though. Is like he could swing both ways though. Like he could be like an anti-hero type character. Like
He was for a
fought
little bit.
the mutants.
His standpoint was the same as Xavier's. He just believed in going
Violence.
about it aggressively. Yeah.
Mhm.
Instead of like not,
Yeah. Instead of being passive.
he'd kill him. Like he'd rather kill a human than not.
Yeah.
But no, I just liked him because he was cool. Like almost like Doctor Doom. Like if I had to pick a Marvel villain necessarily that I really like, it's Doctor Doom because he's so underrated. People don't really know what he's capable of, and he's probably one
I'm
of the.
still waiting for them to make a really badass
Dude,
version.
I was
Scrolling
scrolling through YouTube last night, and I came across Infinity Wars 4, like stuff they're trying to talk about who might be like villain wise that might pop in.
Okay.
One of the things was Doctor Doom possibly being in this movie. And I was like, if they do that,
Like just trying to take advantage of the chaos.
yeah, like I was saying, how cool would that be? Thanos is standing there and he just kills him and takes the gauntlet. I mean, not that that's gonna happen, but that would be amazing to me, like just to see cinematically.
I would love to see that. I feel like the way that Kevin Feige has talked about it before, you're right.
Yeah.
The way that Kevin Feige has talked about it before, I feel like what we're more likely to see, if anything, from this new deal, is maybe a post-credit scene of like, just like space, and you see like the Silver Surfer coming in,
That'd be cool.
and then just cut to black or something. Just like a silver streak, or something. You know,
Yeah.
just like
So,
teasing like. 'cause
Tease Fantastic Four.
Oh, I don't think I told you. No, yeah, I don't think I told you, but I told you about how I would like the Silver Surfer to like
Yeah.
come in, right? And it was a pretty
Yeah.
dope. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was-
Well, it originally was supposed to be that instead of what
Yeah,
it was.
and like I had a pretty good like ending for a movie, like ending for actually this next part too, and the way the movie would end is like it would be Silver Surfer and Galactus at the end of the film, and like the way I had plotted it was so good, dude. And I'm just like, oh, I need to get Kevin Feige on the phone.
Well, Kevin Feige really wants to do Galactus. Like that was his first choice.
Oh, of
because
course.
They didn't have the rights to it,
No,
so
not
he used
yet.
Thanos.
Yeah.
But he really wants to use Galactus.
Well, Brian
How cool would that
K.
look on screen right now? You know?
If they did it correctly
If they did,
and it
yeah.
wasn't a storm monster or like a huge face,
Giant like celestial cloud.
Yeah.
Oh god.
fart from Rick and Morty. Just one of those.
Oh yeah, that fart cloud.
Yeah.
That's good.
Just
Oh god. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to talk about, pretty much the last thing because it's the longest news article thing, was about Sony's standing with their Marvel stuff they're trying to plan here with like Venom and all that stuff. So this is from comicbookmovie.com. There's a whole article detailing everything, and it says Sony holds the rights to over 900 Marvel characters and what, you know, like this is basically what they want to do with those like those characters.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, they're putting more emphasis on being more faithful to the comics, apparently. So I don't know how that's gonna work. Because I mean, like
that might vote good in our favor. Like
Yeah.
it's gonna vote. That could play out very well for the fans, but for the general audience, that might.
Yeah.
Unless you're gonna like explain every little minute detail, it's the general audience it's just gonna go over their heads.
I think a prime example of that, of what you're saying right there, is in the Venom trailer. There's a moment where he's holding the guy up, and he's saying eyes, lungs, pancreas, so many stacks, so little time.
Yeah.
Shit in the
And
wind.
people thought that was the cheesiest line ever, but it's pulled straight from the comics.
Yep.
So even though it's from the source material, people in the audience are still thinking it's cheesy as hell.
Yeah,
It's like,
that's how they're gonna view it.
I'm gonna
but-
say
yeah.
that for a second. Hold on.
yeah, you're good. Do what you gotta do, man. Can I do anything
No,
for you?
you're good. You're good.
Okay.
You guys.
Dude, take the massage, man. Take it. You offered it.
Get the axe down.
Oh man.
Um, So apparently, yeah, the president of Columbia Pictures says we're focused on being faithful to the comics. So I mean, we'll see how well they're gonna be, how faithful they are gonna be to the comics. We'll see. The entire future of their their shared universe thing that they're trying to build hinges entirely on Venom and how well that's gonna do in the box
That's
office.
so scary.
Yeah. So they're planning all these movies. They got Morpheus.
Morbius.
Morbius
Movie would be
Morpheus.
right? Yeah.
Where's,
how he got to where he to before finding Neo. It's like how he
The last scene
my
is
back
him-
hurts, but I'm laughing.
The last
at
scene
that
is him
story.
sitting down and like reaching for the pills.
Yeah, and that's how you end the movie.
He's like
It's just,
Jack-
he turns around and he's just like red or blue, and then that's how the movie
He's like
ends.
Magneto, red or blue.
Yes, right? Faithful to the comics, but proceeds to make a Spider-Man universe without Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Ramos is correct.
Thank you. But yeah, so everything's hinging on.
But they mean moving
Venom.
forward, though. They don't mean Venom per se. They just mean moving onwards. But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it still makes sense, though. I just don't get people like just not having Spider-Man alone. You're already ruining your franchise. Like it's just not a good. It's not a good foundation to start on.
Yeah.
It's very weak, and people are still gonna watch it because it's Venom. Of course, they want to see a good Venom.
Yeah. But I mean, he doesn't even have the white logo on his chest.
Yeah.
That's not comic
He has a
accurate.
dick veins.
Somebody should tell them. That's not comic accurate, Sony. That's not comic accurate. And so, it leads me to say Morbius, Kraven the Hunter. We have Black. We have
Why don't you have Clash of Champions and you just have them all fight each
Yeah.
other?
what?
That'd be dope.
What is it?
Contest of Champions.
Contest of
Yeah.
Champions,
So
and
the
it's just
storyline.
they're
That'd
like,
be dope.
this is the Contest of Champions.
They're focused on getting more female filmmakers, I guess, for the Black Cat and Silver Sable movies. Let's see what this quote says. Spider-Man connects to a lot of characters. There are villains, heroes, and anti-heroes, and a lot are female characters, many of whom are bona fide, fully dimensionalized, and unique. We feel there's no reason the Marvel characters shouldn't be able to embrace diversity. Okay. Sony will experiment with different budgets, so I guess different movies will have more of a focused, like character-focused.
Yeah.
I say character-focused, smaller budget, you know. But with a smaller budget, you spend more time trying to flesh out characters in a script, usually. With a bigger budget, you usually go more toward, you know, Venom, where everything's just like flashy CGI and everything.
Yeah.
They're not focused on putting any R-rated movies out because they're hoping someday down the future maybe they can start getting characters from the MCU into their movies. I'm talking like Captain America, Iron Man. They want those kind of characters like making cameos in their movies, and they hope at some point they can have Venom and stuff like that make cameos in the Marvel movies.
I'll tell you what, if they do a Venomverse movie, then I'm in. Like, if they do start taking some of these characters and trying to like put Venom symbiotes on them and make it like that.
Like Venomized.
Oh yeah, Venomized, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So the movies that we have confirmed so far are Morbius, The Living Vampire. We got Black Cat, Silver Sable,
Wait.
Night Watch, Kraven the Hunter, Jackpot,
Jackpot.
Jackpot. Jackpot was introduced during Brand New Day, and Marvel initially made fans think that Mary Jane Watson was beneath the mask. In reality, both Sarah Everett and Elena Jobson have been beneath the mask, and Sony reportedly intends on casting a slightly older actress. And then they say Jessica Chastain, of course, because it's a redhead.
Jackpot.
Oh, we need a redhead female. Jessica Chastain's perfect. And then Silk.
Yes, I'm okay with Silk. Silk's one of my favorite Spider people.
Yeah?
She's out of the new gen Spider people like Miles, Spider-Gwen, Silk. Silk is, yeah. But like, if they do Silk, I want the first storyline of her arc, like, because so what happened was Silk came out. So let's say Volume 0. Volume 0, Silk came out, and then they did Volume 1 and 2, and Disney got their claws into it, and they kind of like chowed her down. Made it kind of more, not, I don't know about.
More playful, kid-friendly type.
Yeah, they just made it. Yeah, you know what Disney does.
Yeah.
But the first storyline, oh, dude, Silk and Peter were. Yeah, it was crazy. They have this thing. So due to the fact, so you find out in her story, she was bit by the same spider as Peter was.
Okay.
And due to this, they have
You
this
guys
like
keep on talking.
chemical. They have this chemical reaction to each other that whenever they're in the vicinity of each other, their pheromones just spike up and they just fall in love, kind of, give or take. And like it just, yeah, that was just a cool, interesting thing. But like Silk, her costume design, dude, like out of all of the new Spider characters, her costume design is flawless. Like it's just, and she makes it herself, and she shoots webs out of her fingertips and stuff like that instead of like the old school. Or sorry. Yeah.
What are these comments saying?
Says Rainbow said, wouldn't it be cool if they made this universe take place in a world where Pete had existed at one point, but he's dead now, and you got a live action Miles versus all the villains. Well, that's kind of what Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is. It's kind of what they're a little bit of what they're going to. Because I'm pretty sure they said in Spider-Man Into Spider-Verse was that his Spider-Man was dead, and then he ends up finding the other Peter Parker.
Yeah, the other dimension. Yeah.
And then Richard was like, to be deliberately childish or goofy without the pretense of being some epic, amazing deep project, we just want good media. In context, I want super people punching stuff with explosions and jumping. You want Power Rangers, my friend.
Which we're getting a sequel.
Yes, well, of course, yeah. We knew that.
I mean, they've officially greenlit it.
Yeah, but it made enough money to where we knew So my thing was with the, like I believe I told you, I've told a lot of people, my thing was with the success of the Power Rangers movie, I know that they'd have enough money, and they ended it to where they were going to do a second one, because at the end they have the detention, and then they're just like, Tommy, they call their name. But with the success of the movie, either they should take the money and make a second one, or take the money and bring back Big Bad Beetleborgs. That was my, like, that's what they should do. They should take that money, go to Netflix, and just, Saban should just go to Netflix and just make a Netflix, like let Nickelodeon or Disney XD or whoever still do their kid-friendly Power Rangers like they've been doing for years. But someone needs to have a team of Power Rangers that's on Netflix.
A little more serious.
It's just, because Power Rangers could be so cool if it was darker. Like, if it was just a darker storyline, Power Rangers could have been awesome.
Like that fan film they did recently.
Yeah, for Shattered Grid.
Yeah, they had what was it, Dawson's Creek on there? What's his name? Oh no. Had that one guy.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Sorry guys, I had to leave for a second. My back, I've been having some issues with my back, so I had to go put some stuff on it.
Silk was legit in Homecoming. Laugh out loud. What are you doing, Sony? Well, that's a rumor that she was Silk, the Asian girl that was on Peter's bus, who was on the decathlon thing. I think that's
I never
what he's
heard that.
referring
What?
to. Yeah, the
Because
people
our
were,
team?
Yeah, on the team. Yeah, they were saying that Asian girl was supposed to be Silk. Per se. That was the rumor.
Did they show
that was never confirmed. As far as I know, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Bramo says she had the same name. Yeah, she did have the same name. Yes, but
okay.
we don't.
Hey, you have to go back and watch it.
Yeah, right. Darn.
I mean, she had the same name, but like, I don't know, because what's her name? Zendaya's character is
Michelle.
Yeah, Mary is
MJ.
Mary Jane, but her name's Michelle. Like
Michelle Jones.
We don't know what they're doing in this. Like, who knows?
I remember that one of the girl that's on the morning news at the school. There, she had like the blonde hair with like the black.
Yeah, that's supposed to be.
It was supposed to, people thought it was Gwen Stacy, but it's
Felicity. It's supposed to be Black Cat's character, right?
Betty Brant.
Oh no, yeah, sorry, Betty Brant. Yeah, I don't know why I went to Betty Brant, who later on her and Peter Daly planned and they kind of hook up.
But I remember during the production and like during like photos released and everything, people were like, "That's Gwen Stacy. They're doing Gwen Stacy," and then it turned out she was Betty Brant.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh,
so I don't know who they're gonna have. Like at this point, like I mean, even his best friend Ned turns into Hobgoblin in the comics. Like
they should not do Gwen Stacy. They've already done that enough. Link says, "Hey, I gotta go watch the rest of the stream tomorrow, but I gotta work, so hope it goes."
All right, Link.
Hey, thanks for tuning in, man. You're awesome.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people thought that Peter's friend was based off of Miles' friend.
Oh yeah,
Miles comic book. I forgot his name though.
Genki.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, I mean, like he's spitting image.
Yeah,
but,
basically.
But they named
just
him
like
Ned Leeds, which is so specific. Why Ned Leeds? Like Hobgoblin?
Yeah.
Like what? Like, there's no way they don't have a plan for that. Like,
could be. I mean, but he could always be family. He could be like a Ned Leeds Jr. or something like that. Like they could always find some way around that.
Ned Leeds the second.
Yeah.
Ned Leeds.
So I didn't think about that, but it just it always seemed like it was so specific. Like Ned Leeds, like he.
I mean, but for story purposes, it would be crazy for him to end up being the Hobgoblin and like.
Right.
Him and Peter have to duke it out and stuff like that. It would be great.
That'd be awesome, yeah. So basically, like the Harry Osborn.
Yeah, just the whole,
You know, but yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see where they go with it. But yeah, that's what I'm hoping that we can continue to see those characters in the Homecoming like series like continue to move forward and progress and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But the way that Sony's making it sound is like if Venom does well, they might want to not extend their contract with Marvel and kind of take back Spider-Man and you build their own universe.
But it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
I think what we're gonna do is, so if Marvel, so in that context, if Marvel does well, they'll take back Spider-Man. I think it's more like if Venom fails, they'll take back Spider-Man. I think it's more of succeeds, they'll take back Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I think it's more of if Venom fails, they'll take back Spider-Man. It's gonna be vice versa because there's no way, because people are gonna watch the movie, and because again it's a version of Venom, and you'll have some dope special effects, you'll have people getting their heads eaten off, and due to that people will be like, well, that's kind of cool, it's an alien going around eating people, it's dope, but there's no Spider-Man. And for the people, like, you could be the most general of the general audience, but you have a friend who saw the trailer and was just like, oh, Spider-Man should probably be in this movie. And when you hear that and go see the movie and you're just like, well, where the heck is Spider-Man?
Yeah, he should be.
Yeah, like, there's a problem.
I was promised a Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Where is he?
Because nowadays with all the superhero, movies coming out, like you'll have a friend that will kind of inform you. They'll be like, hey, this is like a superhero film, let's go watch it, and they'll kind of give you a breakdown of what to expect. And then when you watch the film, as they're leaving, they're gonna be like, well, that movie sucked, it didn't have Spider-Man in it.
Well, I mean, the same kind of stuff happened though for Civil War when people went to go see it, and it's like, oh, Captain America Civil War, and it's like a comic book aficionado would be like, Captain America dies in Civil War.
Yeah.
And then they see the movie and it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
It's like, I thought you were
Spider-Man on
I wanted to see that happen.
Yeah. Well, and that was also the problem. That's the problem that since the beginning that I've always had with the movies. It's because you'll have us, you know, people who know their stuff,
Yeah.
and then, you know, you'll kind of like when I explain a movie to like when I explain a comic something superhero related to a person who I know is going to go watch the movie. I always tell them, well, this is how it happened in the comic book.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing how it's an adaptation of the comic book, don't expect that to happen.
Yeah.
Like me, I was gung ho for Captain America to die in Civil War.
Yeah.
I was so ready for that.
I
Like
wanted to see how they were going to do it.
Yeah, I just wanted him. I wanted him dead, but they did not. But they did not do it.
I hate die, Captain America.
They didn't do it, so I was just like, okay, whatever. But yeah, I mean, you have people who have comic book knowledge, and then people who go see the movies, and that they're
never read comics.
yeah, and even though, like, and then that's where the arguments happen.
Which I'm
because-
trying to get them to read comics with my show
Yeah.
every Wednesday.
And that's
Watch
where
it,
the,
guys.
that's where the
Go
that's,
read comics.
that's where the problem happens is because you'll have people watching the movie and then they'll want to talk about it and you'll be like, but that's not how it happened. And they're like, oh, well, that's how it happened in the movie. And it's just like,
You should read the comics. That happen
you're
in the
wrong.
comics. Yeah.
Even though it happened in the film, you were still incorrect.
John, we gotta make comic books relevant again.
Yo,
It's time to go back in time.
it's the job.
My thing with like Civil War, like people who didn't know much about it, and I was like, yo, like I wish they had like Daredevil was involved. Like, I wish like they had so many characters. The Punisher, like saved Spider-Man at one point in the comics. Like none of that's in the in the movies.
you're not
Spider-Man's just
gonna-
like kind of gung ho. Like
You're not gonna catch that.
Well, it's
yeah.
like I'm looking over here. I'm thinking, I'm like, I wish they could do a Marvel Zombies. They'll never do it on the movies, but why not Netflix?
What a post-credit scene that would be.
Right?
Right, one of them looks down, they're bleeding from a bite in their hand, they just cuts to black. Oh shit.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
And then like
right?
you could get Robert Kirkman to do it. You know, like why not have the guy that does zombie stuff
Yeah,
do it? You know, that'd be awesome. You know,
pretty crazy.
because that was a cool story. I mean, I haven't read the whole thing through, but the
It's
issue
a cool
one,
idea.
it's a cool book.
The concept is great.
Yeah.
Ramos says they can pull one over on the general audience with Craven and Morbius films because they don't know who they are, but people saw Venom fight Spider-Man before, which is true from the original movies.
That is true.
Removing the
yeah.
symbol does nothing to hide that. Yeah, so people will see it and be like, well, doesn't he fight Spider-Man? And they'll be like, where's Spider-Man?
You know,
Marvel zombies wouldn't change how the Punisher acts at all.
but again, a lot of people, like we're saying, are people that are going to see these movies aren't necessarily comic book readers, or they don't know about the comic book hero. They just go see the movie because it looks cool. You know, like, oh, look, that's a cool movie, and then they don't know that much about it. So, you know, us, we go and we're like, where the hell's Spider-Man, or why didn't he wear this suit, or what the hell, you know, like.
Yeah.
So
Ryan said, I'm disappointed that Squirrel Girl wasn't involved in the Civil War movie. There are talks of a Spider-Girl movie, or sorry, a Squirrel Girl movie.
Really?
Yes. They want,
Is that a good book?
Squirrel Girl is
or is it more like silly? Like,
You ever,
I know I know what it is.
Oh, okay.
I've never read it.
you watch One Punch Man?
Yeah.
Saitama. She is Saitama. She
Oh,
can
really?
literally beat anybody. She's a
Really?
character who's written to destroy and defeat whoever she comes across.
That's cool.
She's a gag character.
I might want to read that. Then. That's cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, there's a Ryan. There's been talks about it. If I remember correctly, the last thing that was said was that they wanted Anna Kendrick to play her, which
She wants to play it.
yeah, and if I remember correctly, Anna Kendrick wants to play Squirrel Girl, which I'd be okay with, hands down. Anna Kendrick
Warriors.
would be that Squirrel Girl, yeah.
There still hasn't come out yet. New Warriors.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that too. Yeah,
I remember
that is
that.
true.
Who did they cast? I can't remember. Who did they cast? I'm gonna try to look it up right now.
I did notice. I was delivering with my job the other day, and I noticed at the movie theater, Cowboy Bebop movie's coming out August 15th.
Cowboy Bebop movie.
Yeah, there's a Cowboy Bebop at Winter Park Theater.
Oh no! They're
They're just
they're playing Cowboy
Yo,
Bebop.
That's
the
so
movie.
cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah, a lot of these
I kind of want to go see it.
a lot of these movies are
It's that girl.
Milana Vantrump.
That girl.
I forget what she's. I think she was like in a commercial or something. She was
A commercial.
She was in something.
Milana Vantrump.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ramos says some hot chick from commercials. Can't remember the product. Yeah, her name's Milana Vaintrub.
Vaintrub, yeah.
Yeah.
AT&T commercials.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
She would, she'd sell them. Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, she'd sell anybody AT&T.
Go to movies and TV shows. Really.
Yeah, I don't recognize any like.
Oh, she's voicing Squirrel Girls in Marvel Rising Secret Warriors. That's where I ended up. Yeah, no.
Okay. Secret Warriors.
Yeah, it's animated. They're
On
doing
XD?
the cartoon. Yeah, on Disney XD, I believe it's gonna be on. They're doing it.
It's a film.
Oh, it's a movie, not a TV show.
Yeah, film.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought they were doing it.
Okay.
Huh.
Also, guys, if you
Oh, it's already out.
like
Oh,
anime,
okay.
if you like anime, Voltron just came out with the rest of season 7, and it's great. I love it.
Apparently, they have a review of it, but I guess it's not out. Let's see. Production.
Well, yeah. Is it the rest of season 7, or is it the next?
Yeah, because I
season?
thought I was like, wait, did I already see this season? I went up and it's season 7, episode, from whatever to 13.
Oh, but I thought they finished it.
I did too. It's like
What are we talking about?
Voltron.
Well, sure.
Oh, okay.
Season 6 is.
Yeah, C7 right there. So it stopped at 7, and it went from 7.
To onwards.
Yeah.
Huh, I thought it was just a complete
I did too.
little thingy that
Yeah.
they did. Huh. Didn't know that.
It's pretty good
That's
though.
fun.
Voltron, defender of the universe.
Oh, here's some breaking news. Sean Young from Blade Runner is wanted by the NYPD for burglary.
Interesting. Was she an android?
Yeah, from Blade Runner. She was Harrison Ford's love interest. Yeah.
No, I mean,
But
was
she's fallen from fame. She thought she was more famous than she was.
Well, maybe she really thought she was an android, and
But
she could take on cops. And
she's super desperate, I guess. Yeah.
she's
Super desperate.
She's desperate.
Looking for attention.
Need that
Don't they
you.
always? They always they always get arrested. It's crazy. They
Androids, they always get arrested.
Yeah, of course. Right?
Dumb androids.
James Wan confirmed there's no Justice League cameos in Aquaman. This is strictly Aquaman.
That's fine.
No Justice League characters. I mean, does that also include, like, is there no post-credit scenes? Nothing? Like, what does that mean, you know?
It might be, well, if they do any post-credit.
Yeah, but what about? I thought they were gonna try to tie in Aquaman with Superman, Man of Steel.
I don't
I
know.
thought they were gonna tie in Aquaman with Man of Steel, Man of Steel,
Well, like, with the...
with the
The
oil
whales.
rig,
Yeah.
the oil rig exploding or whatever. Because there was this thing that they were saying that
That it was him.
that who helped out.
Yeah. That'd be a cool little, like, montage moment.
Yeah, just to let you know he was around.
I
Yeah.
don't think that was an oil rig. He was lifting out of the water.
No, it was. They were.
That was a submarine.
In Man of Steel, there was 2 whales that came to his rescue. When he saved the oil rig and then he fell into the water or whatever,
Oh,
you see,
okay.
like, these 2 whales swimming up.
Helping
And then
him
later
out.
on, they said that was Aquaman helping him out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like from the trailer where you see Aquaman pushing that submarine out of the water.
Oh, no. This
Oh
is
no,
from
no,
Man
no,
of
no,
Steel.
no, we're talking about Man of
Sorry,
Steel.
sorry.
Yeah, while the oil rig was falling, apparently Aquaman was there, kind of like helping out.
Gotcha.
A little bit.
Helping
Yeah.
like save people and stuff.
Yeah, probably.
Right, I don't think we touched on this. WB's making the Supergirl movie.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Not
like an actual movie.
yeah, a movie set in like the DC universe that we already have established, but
Okay.
not anything to do with this Supergirl show that we have going on.
It's a
right
whole
now.
totally different actress.
Of
everything.
course,
Yeah.
because that's the thing now.
Yeah,
Who's the actress they got there?
they don't have an actress yet.
Who would you want?
Oh, I couldn't even.
Yeah, I couldn't even.
I prefer they bring in an unknown.
Unknown. Yeah. I think that
As
works
usual,
best.
like
yeah.
unknowns would be great.
Dolly Parton.
And then Birds of
Supergirl.
Did we talk about the Birds of Prey villain?
No, we did not.
Birds of Prey villain is confirmed, I guess, to be Black Mask, which is really cool. I can't wait to see what they do.
What they do with him, yeah.
Yeah, like, is he gonna have his
Skull
his white suit? He's gonna have the black mask, like black skull mask, obviously. But I mean, like, how are they gonna go about introducing him? You know, like what is he gonna be doing that requires the Birds of Prey to take him down? You know, like.
Very enterprising, like always trying to expand his character.
Killing birds.
Yeah. You killed the wrong birds today.
Yeah. We're not your birds.
We're the Birds of Prey.
No. Ryan said Mila Kunis is Supergirl. No. Because by default, you're making Meg Supergirl. We can't have that happen.
Meg.
that's too much. Ryan also said that he feels like since the 90s that Marvel had like really good Marvel animated shows and movies, but Disney has had some pretty good Marvel related shows, but not consistent like DC. Yeah, DC just does TV. That's what they do. TV shows
their animated stuff is like great.
Yeah, of course.
Great. Like I'm excited for the Hush. I started reading the Hush book. I'm almost done. So then maybe we could talk about it next time.
Yes.
Super good. Dude, that artwork in that book is ridiculous.
Yeah, right.
Jim Lee. Oh my god. Like,
Beautiful artwork.
So good. And it's cool how like
Ramos said,
Suarez Ronan.
yeah, who's that?
She
That's Supergirl? Who's that?
See if I can.
Well,
that's pretty damn close though.
you also have to have a blonde, like.
Well, that's not technically true, depending on which Supergirl they're going for.
I want the blonde.
If they're going for the Supergirl who got attached to the alien.
Is the girl from Lady Bird?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know.
I'm gonna look up some Supergirl fan castings. Supergirl. Jessica Chastain would be great.
Dolly Parton.
Wow.
Dolly Parton as Supergirl. Hey y'all.
Hey y'all, I'm here to save the day.
How old is she?
70 something.
Yeah, then if you're going with Dolly Parton, I say Helen Mirren. Like I don't know. Let's just keep it up there.
She can stay afloat no matter where she is.
Emma Watson as Supergirl.
I couldn't see that. I couldn't see that at all.
She could do magic, John.
Chloe Moritz
As Supergirl? Nah,
Nah.
she's not. Well, one, she's not tall enough. let's just
Get
start
that out of the
there.
way.
Yeah, let's just start with that.
What about that chick?
She's
What
not.
about that chick from Heroes? Remember the show Heroes, the blonde that had
Ryan's like, if we're talking about old people as Supergirl, Betty White.
Yes.
the Golden Girls of Supergirl.
The Golden Girls of Krypton.
Yeah, Golden Girls of Krypton.
Thank you for being my friend.
I mean, to be honest, like I like who they have playing Supergirl in the show.
Melissa Benoist.
Like she's, yeah,
Benoit?
Benoist.
What?
Benoit?
Nah,
Benoist?
Ryan, you're playing games, dude. He said Emma Stone. I can't. It's not. Whoa, that's the chick from.
Whoa!
That's the chick from the Mila Kunis movie.
Forgetting
From-
Sarah Marshall,
Whoa.
right?
Let me see.
Yeah, but she's in Bad
Oh,
Moms or whatever.
Yeah.
That's the blonde chick from Bad Moms, Mila Kunis' friend or whatever.
Why can't I remember her name right now?
Yeah, I can't either.
Oh my god.
Look at the blonde chick from Heroes.
Blonde chick from Heroes.
Yeah, she was a cheerleader in Heroes. Do you remember the show Heroes?
Oh,
You're talking about
Hayden Panettiere?
Hayden.
Her?
Kristen Bell.
That's who it is.
Kristen
Kristen
Bell.
Bell.
I mean, she's spunky. I don't know who I would cast as Supergirl, to be honest. Like I said, I'd rather than just do like an unknown, like somebody you've never heard of, and it's like, whoa, perfect casting.
What if they cast a guy?
Then what is the point? What?
I'm just
Oh
being
my
silly.
god.
Being silly.
I mean, so Ramos says her and Hayden are also pretty old. So how what age are we talking about for Supergirl? Supergirl's normally depicted as a teenager.
Yeah.
Like, give or take somewhere
Let's see if we can
between
find a synopsis.
18 and 22. Like, she's young.
So I'm gonna see if I can find a synopsis
I'm gonna
here.
turn this TV off because that guy in the background.
Yeah, there's no synopsis or anything, so we don't know how old or young they're going for.
I mean, it shouldn't be old. Supergirl's young. Supergirl should be like 20.
How
like,
about a Benjamin
20.
Button Supergirl?
Oh, Ramos says Betty from Riverdale.
Oh,
I don't remember her name, but I know who she is, though. I know who you're talking about.
Lily Reinhardt?
Is that
Yeah.
her name?
Yeah.
Oh, the Overwatch character?
Reinhardt! No, Lily Reinhardt.
Reinhardt.
Yeah.
He said,
Yeah.
Ryan said, what about the chick who played Hit Girl?
Interesting.
We did say,
I could.
we
Oh,
did,
yeah,
we did, she mentioned with Chloe Grace Moretz, or however you say her name.
I can see
She's-
her, yeah, man.
I don't know, Chloe, she just doesn't, Hit Girl's too, she's still too kid looking, if that makes sense.
Not anymore.
Yeah, but she's still, she's short, she's small.
I could see. I mean, personally, I could see Lily Reinhardt doing it.
Look, he said, yeah, her.
Yeah, but she's like 5 foot nothing, and like Supergirl's like Kryptonian, so on a scale of Amazon,
Supergirl's
warriors and stuff like that, she's just.
Well, I mean, they could, like, look what they did with Wonder Woman's thighs. Remember how you said she had stick legs?
Yeah, dude, she does.
Maybe they can give Supergirl, like, longer legs or something.
Oh my
I don't
god,
know.
then it'll be more apparent.
I don't know who they would cast as Supergirl.
Well,
To be
alright,
honest.
we're
Yeah.
done.
I think
we're done.
Super,
We'll
I
figure
think
it
Betty
out.
from Riverdale would be a good
Yeah.
Supergirl, but she has to be able to like I don't know.
Yeah.
Good enough.
What do you guys think?
Well, Ryan says Hit Girl, so Chloe Moretz Grace or Chloe
I
Grace
couldn't-
Moretz
I-
or whatever.
She doesn't. She
Yeah,
doesn't,
right. Still has a kid face.
She doesn't emanate that sort of
Authority.
like power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A Kryptonian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I would love to. I would love to see like an adult Hit Girl who reprise the role or something. But for Supergirl, I couldn't
Yeah.
see Chloe.
She doesn't have
Chloe-
that Kryptonian.
Megan
Yeah.
Fox.
You stop
I'm
it.
just kidding.
You stopped that right now. You were making jokes about Megan Fox. No, thank you.
Starring
She already ruined Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Supergirl vs. Transformers. Megan Fox.
Oh god.
Megan Fox is Supergirl? Nah, we don't want that.
We don't want Megan Fox in Hollywood anymore, please. Like
Yeah.
April O'Neil? No.
Oh, you know,
April O'Neil,
how
she's
about
not.
that?
They should have never
No,
done
no,
that.
you
You
know
know
what-
who they should have done?
No, I'm thinking the girl.
Jessica Chastain.
No. Remember the girlfriend from? Remember the girl, Flash's girlfriend in the show, CW show? She left. She was the cop, or the
Oh, Patty?
Patty.
Yeah.
Why not her as Supergirl?
She's too old, but yeah, I can.
Too old.
Dude, Supergirl's young.
She's not that old.
She's She's 30 something.
Who?
Patty, who played Flat Barry's the other CSI,
CSI.
the chick.
Oh.
She's on Shooter now. The show Shooter.
Now she should be coming back actually, because yeah, Patty Spivot, son. That lady is old.
She's old.
She's old and decrepit.
Chantal Van Setten. Let's
Chantel.
just do this. 1985. Yeah, she's 30. Yeah, 33, son. Told you she was 30, son.
33, son.
Yeah.
I mean, she looks alright.
I mean,
I feel like if they're trying to go for a young Supergirl,
Just build an
I
android.
don't know a lot of like young.
yes, Ex Machina.
Ex Machina, which is on Netflix now. Go stream it and watch it. Alright.
Yo, I don't know if you guys heard about this. This isn't comic related at all, but I want to mention it. There is a game coming out for the Nintendo Switch called Daemon X Machina,
Mm-hmm.
which is a mech, like a giant mech like war game, but you can in this game you have a mech, like a giant mech, right? And your enemies can shoot parts off of you, or you can shoot parts off your enemy. And if
you can get their parts.
you can grab their parts and add it to your suit and customize your suit with the parts of your victims.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Takes a whole new meaning to bathe in the blood of your enemies.
Right? Just
Bathe in
using,
my parts.
literally building your suit out of the parts you shoot off of
Rick said, "Yo, Patty got that cake."
See? I'm not the only one.
Patty cake. It's amazing.
Patty had the cake soon. I always thought she was attractive on that show. And
They
on-
should
and
definitely
on
tap
Shooter.
into MMA fighters.
An MMA fighter to make the scenes a bit more realistic. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean that's
Let's
true,
call
but
the
like
most dangerous woman in the planet.
Supergirl's not
Ronda
a
Rousey.
Supergirl's not a like a. I mean, like people. The one thing I hate about people with super strength and invulnerability, they don't take the time to learn martial arts per se, because they're invincible and they have super strength. All
Yeah.
they need to do is land the hit.
But I think what he's really going for there is just like the physical. Like the physicality.
Muscles and
You'd have a Ronda for She-Hulk. I mean, Ronda was originally. Ronda was
I don't want her in
They were gonna
anything.
do Ronda was supposed to be Captain Marvel before she lost her that match, and then they.
It was all
took
riding
off.
on that.
Yeah,
match.
it was riding on that match. She lost it. And
what if she's laying on the mat and like she looks up and there's like a Marvel executive that just like walks out the door.
He just looks at her right in the eyes and just
He turns like this. He's like,
and then just walks off.
and just
Grabs
leaves.
his briefcase. No.
You're not getting the part ever.
Yeah, he just holds it up. I had it right, had the contract right.
He
here.
rips it up in front of her face.
Never mind. We're gonna go with.
Yeah, we can go with the Oscar winner. Oh my god.
I think
I could see Ronda for She-Hulk though.
I mean, I'm not really invested in She-Hulk. So sure, go for it.
She-Bulk.
She-Bulk.
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah,
hope I
She-Hulk.
never see She-Hulk in the animated.
Really?
Yeah.
You're a Hulk fan. I figured you'd like the whole
I'm a
family.
She-Hulk fan.
No.
That was another reason Marvel started doing all the women's line. Like they're like, oh, let's get rid of all the guys, the originals, and start putting women in there. I just didn't.
Well, that's recently back when She-Hulk came out.
She's back in the Avengers now, but I'd rather have Hulk than She-Hulk. That's just my.
All right. Well, if they decided to put She-Hulk in the Fantastic Four, would you be okay with that?
No, because I'm not really. I wouldn't care, I guess, because I'm not a big Fantastic Four fan, other than Doctor Doom. So
Okay.
I've never really been a huge Fantastic Four fan, other than liking Doctor Doom.
I will say,
Sure.
I am definitely down for tapping into like MMA fighters because if there's one thing that we got from the Wonder Woman movie,
It's
It
realism.
was- like the entire like all the warriors in Themyscira, like
They were.
they look like they would
massive.
like tear you to shreds.
Yeah.
Like legitimately like physically imposing women, which it was like empowering looking. Like I could imagine like women little girls wanting to be like I want to be like strong like that, which I guess Wonder Woman kind of is, but she's like it's not like looking at her and then looking at the people that were like around her like shredded abs and stuff,
Yeah,
she
didn't-
didn't look as physically imposing as the other Amazons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like an animated show. Like she's like more
Big.
more.
Yeah,
defined
she's
than
a
that.
she's a that's
Like
a
warrior,
big lady,
yeah.
son.
Oh, that was another part in that Death of Superman when she's fighting Doom.
Yeah.
And she
looks good.
She literally takes her sword, bro, and you're like, oh, this is it. And he just breaks it in half, destroys it. I'm like,
It shatters.
she's just like her face, dude. When that happened, she's like, I'm done for. Like that was it.
Yeah.
She's a brick house. Yes.
Is that?
Yes, she is. She's mighty fine.
Is that your?
That's my wife.
Your wife? Hey,
That's my wife. But yeah, so, I mean, yeah, definitely both can exist. I'm just saying like, that was like the first time I think we've ever gotten anything like that where it was just like an army of people that you physically like.
Kind of like
intimidating, just like looking at them training and stuff. It was cool.
Like 300. Remember when 300 came out, all those dudes were super ripped. You're like, holy crap, I want to go start working out and look like them.
A
But
lot of them like the spray painted abs.
well,
though,
yeah,
like,
but
it was
still,
crazy. Yeah.
still,
No, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like physically intimidating.
yeah. I'm like, holy crap, man, I want to look like that. Like, I want to go to the gym and come out looking like that, but I'll never will. So, you know,
It's-
eat more donuts.
Hey, I brought some.
I can't wait to.
Yeah, right. This is what we talked about in the talk show. But yeah, so in terms of casting, something I didn't ask you guys earlier, who would you guys cast as Black Mask?
Jessica Chastain. No, actually no. Due to the fact that,
Parton.
dude, it's been in front of us the whole time. Kristen Stewart.
Oh
Yo.
my god.
She
Stone
already
face.
has the yes, the wall.
Just paint it
Like you
black.
just paint it black and she's Black Mask. Yo, it'd be perfect.
Oh my God. Meryl Streep.
Yo, Kristen Stewart is Black Mask. Batman comes in like, what are you doing? I'm just trying to expand my
And
business.
she's like this,
I'm just trying to expand my business.
Ryan's like, no.
catching flies.
Are you saying no to Kristen Stewart or no to Meryl Streep?
Meryl Streep could play the shit out of that though.
Black Mask? Yeah, of course she could.
How about Ray Liotta?
Yo,
Ramos just said that.
Oh, I know.
you didn't read that.
I didn't read that. I swear to God, I was looking right at
No,
you.
yeah, he was like looking as it came up.
That's crazy.
I can see that, or like
That'd be a cool casting,
Yeah.
yeah. Because I mean, he's got the swagger for it too.
in the
but-
voice, and you know,
Yeah.
he's wearing a mask, so it's not like necessarily you need to see his face
Yeah.
at some points.
Ray Liotta.
What about
Kind of like that,
Rainn Wilson?
you know, like how
Rainn Wilson?
Yeah.
no
What?
from the
That's
Office.
a joke casting.
Dwight Schrute as Black Mask.
Let's get Steve Carell in the mask, you know? Let's...
No, that's too much.
Oh, it's gonna be, oh,
That's-
Jessica
yeah, I draw the
Chastain.
line. No, I
Oh,
draw the
God.
line.
No, I could see Ray being that only because you know, kind of like Casino when he was in
That's-
Casino.
That's perfect. I didn't even think about Ray Liotta.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
What about, I mean, if you're going with that age demographic, what about, I mean,
Well, he's 60-something years old
what
now.
about, alright, so I guess not that,
Yeah,
well,
so I don't.
closer to that age. What about, I could see,
The
I
guy
could
that
see
played
Brad Pitt or George Clooney.
How about the guy who played?
Like, because George Clooney has that,
Businessman.
yeah, like
Yeah.
that. You want someone who can also pull off that, who's like, because it's a mask. So you need the voice, and you need someone who can pull off the business
What about
like that.
Frank
swagger.
Grillo.
Yeah,
Frank Grillo.
Frank Grillo.
Uh,
He's very.
I think he pulled that off.
He could pull off the voice, you
Yeah.
know. But I don't know if he could pull off like the businessman side of it.
Dude, I don't know. Like after seeing The Purge, you know him
Oh,
making The Purge.
Javier Bardem,
That's Black Mask though.
No,
aka Spanish Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
the guy has to have like that. He has to have like that
Yeah,
more like
Dean
a,
Morgan.
almost like a New York, Brooklyn type accent. You know, like a accent, a New York accent.
Yeah, like a CD underground
Yeah.
mobster boss.
Ray Liotta is I think too old right now to do that.
I mean,
But he's wearing a mask, so. Orlando Bloom.
Woody Allen.
Woody Allen.
Yeah, that's Black Mask. Yeah, let's do it.
Jerry Simon.
Stop messing with my business.
I married my daughter.
Oh man. Lin-Manuel Miranda.
What do we call him?
Ramos says-
Lin-Manuel Banana.
Ramos says, "Yo, Clooney getting redemption for bat nipples by nailing a bat villain." Yes,
That'd be
that's what I'm
great.
talking about. I think Clooney could pull it off.
Robert De Niro type actor.
Yeah, you would need a Robert because Robert De Niro always
The
plays like a
mob
mobster. Yeah, like, and he has that
That's-
business
that's what I'm
swagger
thinking.
to
That's
Joe
him.
what I'm
Pesci confirmed for Black.
Joe Pesci.
That's what I'm thinking. The Frank Grillo guy. The Frank Grillo guy. I think would be perfect, dude. Frank Grillo would be awesome.
Sure.
And the Black Mask.
I'm the Black Mask.
But he has to do it like Lethal Weapon 2, where he's like talking to him. Remember Lethal Weapon 2? Did you ever see Lethal Weapon 2?
A long time.
Or Al Pacino, like an actor, like
He's
an
too
Al
old,
Pacino
dude.
actor. No, not him. Just saying an
Yeah.
actor like
Yeah,
that.
type.
There you
Yeah,
go.
exactly.
Let's have
Dude, Danny
Ralph
DeVito,
Macchio,
bro,
bro.
it was right in front of us the whole time.
Reprising his role as a Batman villain.
Yeah, as a Batman villain.
Ralph Macchio, bro. Karate Kid never worked out for me, but Black Mask.
Yeah, I can see that.
And
I don't know. Karate Kid's working out for him pretty
It
well
is,
right
it
now. That TV, though, YouTube series was really good.
Chris Rock,
As Black Mask. Wow. Interesting.
racist.
It'd save a lot of money on makeup.
He already has his mask on, bro. Jesus. Oh my god.
Oh, God.
John, you said it, bro. That's all I gotta say. Hey, there's no
Batman.
there's what's that song? How's that song? There's no dancing in the champagne room or
What?
Versus Al Pacino.
Jason Statham.
Keaton's Batman versus Al Pacino's Black Mask back in the 90s. Yeah.
Ooh.
That would've been dope.
Yo, yeah.
Nah, Ryan, I'm sorry. I respect Jason Statham. Not a fan.
well, he can't star in it because he's dead now because the Meg ate him. Megalodon.
The Meg.
The Meg.
Which Ruby Rose, Batwoman's supposed to be in that movie too.
Yeah.
Meg.
So is Rainn Wilson.
They're all, well, they're all,
True Farms.
they're all dead.
That's his empire, right? That's his business.
It's exactly. And Birds of Prey are trying to move in, take his cornfields, and he's trying to fight them off. Yo, they're trying to steal his beats.
Yo, bring in Jim. I'm down. Him and Jim, their relationship.
Well, Jim could be Black Mask because Jim was Goldface. He was Goldface.
Oh my god, it's so ridiculous.
You're too late, Michael Scarn.
Scarn. Good stuff. The Office, man.
Yeah.
Ryan said, "Damn it, Mila Kunis, why'd you have to eat Jason Statham?"
Oh, because it's Meg. Yeah. Good stuff. They need to make a meme with Meg from Family Guy coming up out of the water eating them.
Yeah, it should. That'd be hilarious. I'm trying to think of like, I don't know, I don't even know. I'm trying to think of like bad guys or something. Somebody who could.
Remember that? I can't think of his name, but remember that guy that I think he's dead now, actually.
Yeah. What about the guy who played the Punisher? John Bernthal.
John Bernthal.
Oh, the guy that was in Thor as well. The new. Oh no,
The Punisher.
Yeah, the Punisher.
Well, there's two different Punishers. There's the one with John Travolta that was the villain, or
No, I'm talking about like the Punisher, like the
the recent one. Yeah, John.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Walking Dead.
Yeah, I could, yeah.
John Travolta.
John Travolta.
I
Black Mask.
don't
I
know.
can see
John-
that, bro. I mean,
I don't know. If he can tap back into that baby driver,
Mm-hmm.
that role, maybe.
John Hamm
Dude,
as Black.
it would be just too easy. I was thinking that. I didn't want to say it because it's just common
It's just-
sense. Yeah.
But that's exactly why they won't do it.
Yeah, John Hamm as Black Mask
I want
Mad
John-
Men.
I want John Hamm as.
It
Rush.
makes so much sense. Him and
I just
Baby
want
Driver
him
too.
in a superhero movie. Period.
Yeah,
like,
dude, John Hamm.
please.
Worst case scenario, Lord forbid, something happens to Ben Affleck, dude. John Hamm has to step in as Batman. He has
wants to.
Yeah, I know, and they need to give it to him.
Look, it's Charlie Cox. I got his autograph on a beanie.
Let's see. There's a lot of people.
I can see Jeffrey Dean Morgan being Black Mask too.
Interesting. Really?
Yeah.
What if it's a woman?
Like if
Instead of a guy.
if it's a woman,
Mm-hmm.
Helen Mirren, then I'll always stay by her, dude. It's Helen Mirren, son.
I mean that Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep is Black
That's
Mask.
too.
Interesting.
On the topic
Shane
of
from the Walking. This is John Bernthal.
I think Shane from the Walking. Yeah, John Bernthal.
Better as
Be a better
Deadshot.
Deadshot or as Two-Face. I can see him as
Two-Face.
Two-Face.
Yeah.
I
love
can
how
see him
You
as
got the
Two-Face.
features.
The
Yeah.
goblin's blocking your face.
Oh, just wait a minute, not logging in. There we go.
Green. Oh, there it goes.
I see him as.
On the topic of Punisher, what about Thomas Jane? Yeah.
I still like Frank Grillo. That's my pick for Black Mask. His
Okay.
voice, and if he's wearing a mask at all times, it shouldn't matter about swagger. He can.
Oh no, you still have to have.
He-
He used to walk in like a businessman.
yeah, like as a business.
Well, I think he could do that.
Because like with the mask on, like the rest, like so basically your acting goes from if you have a mask on, your acting goes to body language. That's the next step of acting.
Mhm.
Your body has to be able to make a
'Cause he
person
was-
believe that you're, you know, what you're portraying.
He was
as.
already Crossbones for like it wasn't that long a period of time in the movie, but he was
Yeah.
a bad guy already.
Yeah.
So it's
But the
not
thing
like
with Crossbones is like he was like a hired goon rather than like a full-on
boss,
business.
Like a,
But
yeah,
I could
boss,
see-
boss, yeah.
Did you ever see the show? It was the MMA show he did called King. Was it Kingdom or Lisa watched it? But Frank Grillo was a MMA fighter. He had his own like gym, and he would train MMA guys. And then he got back into like fighting, and he like was actually doing all the MMA fighting stuff. And I forget what the show was called. It was on what show was it? I forget what the station was. But she likes Frank Grillo, so she was watching it like nonstop. And it
Yeah.
had one of the Jonas Nick Jonas, was it Nick Jonas on there?
Yeah, they're all interchangeable.
Yeah, anyways. But yeah, I could like from that show, like I don't know, like that and The Purge, like when he was in The Purge, I could see him playing a mob guy, like just
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. I really hope they go with like somebody who commands a room now, for sure.
Yeah.
Like somebody who walks in and it's like, okay, oh shit, Black Mask. is here.
Ramos retracted his message, but he said, "Can he switch goblins?" And
It's not. There's not very much bobble on this.
Ramos, I agree. Nick Jonas is a low key, a pretty good actor.
Let's have
He was funny in Scream Queens.
Yes, he was. Yeah, he was. I was just about to
He was
say.
on the
Did you
highlight of that
see,
show.
the Nun movie's coming out September 7th.
No. Kevin is definitely
Kevin
not the
Jonas.
superior one. That's obviously a joke.
Directed at Zach. I found you.
Kevin was the face, right?
Joe was the face of the.
Okay, Joe was
Kevin
the
was
face.
the funny one.
Kevin was the one with the curly hair. Bob.
So when they had the Jonas Brothers show on, Kevin was my favorite
Tell
of
us
all
about
of them because he was always the comedic relief. Like you would have Joe who was always like lovey-dovey. You'd had Nick who was like the lover boy.
Why?
And
Why?
then-
Your wife said, "Fight me." I don't know what that means.
I love
Yeah,
Kevin.
Kevin was the
Yeah,
guy.
Kevin was the comedic relief. He was the
He
funniest
was.
one.
He was.
Yeah.
He looks like in that picture though. He looks like a doo-wop guy.
Kevin, not a fan. Not a fan.
Oh, you gotta fight Molly now.
You know, Kevin. He
Fuck,
was the
no.
He was the weakest of the three. Everybody knows that Joe. Everybody knows Joe had the face and Nick had the talent. Nick was the most talented member of the band. He and most underrated till he broke off and started making his own solo
What was the one
film.
that did the
His own, sorry,
Camp
his own.
Rock or whatever was
They
that?
all three of them did Camp
They
Rock.
were all in it.
Yeah.
Joe Jonas was the main one. In that
Joe's the one
Yeah,
that
he
I'll
was the
find
main-
you.
Yeah.
Gotta find you.
Well, that was Demi's part.
Yeah, I know.
And then the whole drum. The thing I laughed about the most is when he's like, "Grab your drumsticks, guys, and it's time to. I'm gonna show you a dance." Do you remember that part in the Camp Rock where he grabs the drumsticks and he's like,
Okay.
"Yeah, it was awful."
Oh yeah, that was Camp Rock. That was Camp Rock.
But we'll find you.
Camp synchronized.
No,
dance.
yeah, Kevin. Yeah, I thought Kevin was the face because I don't remember Kevin and Joe's name. They're not distinguishable because they both lack skill. Whereas Nick has skill. Nick plays multiple instruments. They do not. Nick can sing better than them because they just suck at singing. And Nick's the better brother. I don't understand.
On
He's
a
the more
fresh cup of
talented
comics,
brother.
we're not only talking about comics, but we talk about boy bands.
She said, "Zach, don't play. You love that movie." Yeah, Camp Rock was a great movie.
Oh, I know the words to the song.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
And look, Out of all those songs, you're telling me when Nick performed that little acoustic jingle for the one chick across the lake who's at the other band, you're gonna tell me that song wasn't cute? That was a nice little diddly. Like you're gonna tell me
It was a nice little diddly.
like you're gonna tell me that wasn't adorable?
Sorry guys, if we lose any of you guys, it's because they're talking about boy bands. All right.
Nick showed the girl his diddly across the lake.
Time to diddly. Time my diddly.
Oh my god.
Alright, well back to comics.
Back
The Jonas Brothers comic confirmed.
Uncle Diddley.
Uncle Diddley's Jonas Brothers collection. Oh god.
Oh boy. All right.
Son of a
bee.
Son of a brother? Son of a Jonas brother?
Son of a bee.
Son of a brother.
Son of a brother, man.
I'm still upset that show went downhill though.
The Jonas Brothers show?
Yeah, season 1 was hilarious.
Did you really like it?
Season 1 was hilarious. Season 2 was terrible.
I remember there was an episode where they were trying to impress the pizza girl who delivered to their house, and they had this whole song while dancing on a pizza.
Backstreet Boys and NSYNC will always be the best boy band.
No.
My wife would agree.
They
with
had
you,
a cool theme song. The
Hang Tough. Oh,
it wasn't that
yeah.
one. No.
Well, I'm going Backstreat Boys and
Ryan said
right?
Backstreet Boys and NSYNC will always be the best boy bands.
Big Time Rush.
Oh my god, Jesus! All right.
Yes.
All right, so guys, this is the other show we have. It's about boy bands.
Yes.
I'm out. Boys to Men. Boys to Men, bro. How do we go from comics to now boy bands?
Natural evolution.
Big Time Rush.
I didn't think you would agree with me.
You guys are laughing over here.
No, my little sister. So Big Time Rush at the time being when Big Time Rush was on,
S Club 7 over Big Time
Victorious was just ending. iCarly was just ending, and then Power Rangers Samurai was on Nickelodeon at that time. So I'd watch Big Time Rush with my little sister, and Big Time Rush, bro. You know it's all on Hulu? I was scrolling down the thing and they have all
He's
their
like, no, I'll watch all the episodes all over again.
No, I probably will though.
Oh my god.
I just saw
I
something a
probably
while
won't.
back, and it was their manager. Remember the guy with sunglasses all the time?
Yeah.
They were like, if you don't know who this is, you don't understand music.
Big Time Rush was they had a good.
That was your
song.
jam?
They had a good theme
They were
song.
good.
Yeah, they were okay
Big
for a
Time
TV.
Rush.
I mean, they weren't the Naked Brother band, but you know.
What was that kid on that show that wore the helmet because he always fell on his head? There was a kid on Big Time Rush.
Yeah, I don't remember his name, but I know who you're talking about. Though. Yeah.
There was one of those seizure helmets or whatever.
Yeah, like a living hazard.
Backstreet Boys.
Backstreet.
Not a fan.
Back, all right.
If you're talking Backstreet Boys and NSYNC
New
was
Kids
the
on the
better,
Block, bro.
NSYNC was the better band.
You guys weren't around for that, but hang tough.
Boys to Men.
Well, it seems like we're just talking music now after this.
Bones.
I mean,
Bone
they're
Thugs
into
and
it.
Harmony.
They're into it, so we're just gonna keep this going again.
Bone Thugs.
Boys to Men, Bone Thugs and Harmony.
What was that song in Bone Thugs where they're talking about like they're about their friend that died? They're like boom, 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 like the. Do you remember?
I'm drawing a blank.
Oh my god! Anybody? You're like boom.
Primus is like, you started this.
We're gonna finish it, damn it.
I didn't start anything.
I mean, we're talking music groups, man. I mean, Victorious wasn't like a group thing, but
That was your
Victorious was good, son. Show.
You know what's a good show I watch now and I laugh about it is, well, at least I think it's a good show. It's that with Captain Man and Kid Danger. I think it's called Kid Danger. It's that superhero show you came over one day and you were sitting there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's so cheesy, but it's so funny and good. Kid Danger.
There's
Okay, so you guys ever watch That's So Raven? You guys watch that? That's So Raven.
of course.
Yeah. Boys in Motion.
The little,
We're the boys in motion.
Yeah,
We give
the little-
you our devotion.
the little thing that they had in the show. Yeah. Oh man.
Crashing at Raven's house.
Bone Thugs
That's
also
the
did a
best.
song for the 80s.
I mean, everybody knows that. What's his name? I mean, not a boy band, but like the best singer was what was his name? It was Chip Skylark.
Chip Skylark.
Yo,
Chip Skylark.
son.
Oh, from
Fairly Odd Parents.
You know who that was, right?
Yeah, that was
NSYNC,
he was Chris Kirkpatrick,
yeah.
I believe. Yeah.
Which is a cool dude. I met him.
Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Chip Skylark, artist on Apple Music.
Oh snap! She said the band from Xenon the 21st Century.
Oh, you mean Protozoa?
Protozoa, son. Yo, that was to this zoom zoom zoom, make my heart go boom boom, my supernova girl. Yo, to this day, we still sing that song. That's so
Oh my god.
That's so gassy.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
I love is automatic.
Yeah, I don't even. I'd have to hear the song to remember the words, but yeah. Oh my god, that was. That was.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
All right, so this is a new format for the show. We would talk about boy bands.
We're officially a music channel now. Protozoa was the shit, dude.
What was? I'm drawing a
His
blank.
bleach tips,
Yeah.
bro.
I'm trying to blank.
Don't even talk about bleach tips. I used to have those back in the day.
Really?
Yeah, Lisa
That's
used to bleach my tips, man. You know what I mean?
Bleach the tips.
Bleach those tips.
I'm trying to blank on the name
tinfoil.
of the group.
Stargazing mega
Oh,
fast, you hit
there's
it.
Candyman.
No. Candy Rain by Soul for Real, which was a boy band ish thing. It was more like a boys to men type
Menudo,
thing.
bro, Menudo.
There was
know
Soul
Menudo?
for Real. There was oh my god, I'm drawing a blank on like all these names right now, and I know like all these. There was Soul for Real. There was Jodeci.
Jodeci, yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
And I'm drawing a blank. Well, and there's Tony. Belle Biv DeVoe.
Yes.
Escape.
Yeah. Well, Escape. Yeah, well, it was the girls.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's fucking good times.
Yo, Protozoa.
Rico Suave, yes, Rico
A fresh
Suave.
cup of boy band.
That should be our wife show. They
We're
should have-
rebranding.
Our wife should be on here as.
Yo,
that
don't
should be
forget.
their
Yo,
show.
don't forget New Edition.
LFO,
New Edition was my love New Edition.
New Edition.
Yeah.
Wait, LFO, they're the one that sang the Scooby Snacks and the. How's the song go? I wish my wife was on right now. She would know all the lyrics.
Are those the lyrics?
These are the lyrics.
Oh,
So what? Protozoa.
for Protozoa,
Protozoa.
zoom zoom.
Interplanetary, megastellar, hydrostatic.
There's no gravity between us. Our love is automatic. So zoom zoom zoom.
Oh my
God.
boom boom, my supernova.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Xenon
Classics.
car.
Yeah.
Come on down.
Xenon was my stuff.
That's
It was a good movie.
Pay me $20 an hour and I'm.
That's why. Honestly, so if we're talking, if
$20
we're talking Disney, I can't wait for the Disney streaming service because apparently it's supposed to have all of their content, which means you get the Xenon movie, you get the you get
Don't Look Under the Bed.
Don't Look Under the Bed. Yo, fire! By far one of the best horror films to ever existed. Period.
Yeah, the boogeyman came
How he
in.
went, how he went from a good imaginary friend and then all of a sudden started turning into the boogeyman because she was like being mean and yo.
Do you remember Mr. Boogedy?
Yeah, Ryan. Of course I remember Powerline. I have a Powerline shirt. I have a Powerline. What?
You
I have
did
a
question.
Powerline shirt. Goofy movie was all of them. I know. I'm pretty sure I know all the songs to. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do.
Ramos says, look what Ramos wrote.
I feel like I'm tripping because I remember Xenon so vaguely. Y'all singing is messing me up. You remember Xenon?
I don't.
You remember? There was like 3 of them, right?
Yeah, but only the first two. Were
Yeah, the
ones that
first
mattered.
2. Yeah, the third.
I guess I was too old. When did that come out?
Xenon Girl 21st Century was 2000.
Early. Had to be early.
Or
Early.
maybe the 90s even.
No, I want to say late 90s. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what just happened?
No internet?
Did our Wi-Fi just go out?
Chat disconnected.
Yeah, it looks like we just might have lost it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there
Okay,
it is.
it's back.
It's back.
Well, is the chat going to be back?
Oh, sorry. Double check that.
No internet connection. Ooh.
Let's see.
Good dog.
It's a smart dog.
So keep pushing. The network. Wi-Fi?
Is it off? Or was it just turned off?
Don't know. I mean, they're still watching it, so we're good on that end.
Yeah, we just can't see it on this.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Alright, guys, it seems the Wi-Fi just went down. You're gonna go on your phone?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if it pulls up my phone.
Yeah.
Hang tight, guys.
Hang tight.
Technical difficulties.
I don't know why it turned on.
Okay.
There you go.
Alright, yeah, we're still live. Still good. Yeah. Laptop's being weird. So, we thought the whole Wi-Fi just shut down.
But yeah, Xenon was like, I remember that, like, when I was a kid that came out.
Yeah, Ryan said the same thing.
Yeah.
The first two were the only ones that were worth seeing.
Bro, of course. No one cared about the third. Wasn't the third one they came down to Earth?
For like some X Games.
Yeah, for some,
like-
something.
And they had, wasn't the third one also like Protozoa? They're trying to get him out of retirement or something like that?
Yeah, because he was in
Yeah.
like some slump, so they were trying to get him back up.
But
to
nobody
space
cared
or-
because-
Yeah, because his career just went downhill.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was a one-hit wonder.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. But that one hit, God, that one
It
hit.
was the best one hit.
Yo.
You take a really good hit, you know?
Zoom, 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 man.
Brink was amazing too, Ryan says.
Brink. Oh, the roller skating movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, throwing gravel on the
Yeah,
road and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
dude.
Brink was amazing. You had Brink, you had Alley Cats, the bowling movie. If you guys remember that, Alley Cats was
Oh my
awesome.
I just remember the themes. What was the theme song for that?
I don't know. I don't remember.
It was like it was like swing, like
Yeah, it was a swing. Yeah, every time
Ah.
they when they would have like their
I
little
don't know.
tournaments, they'd play swing music and stuff like that. Dude, Alley Cats was nice.
Alley Cats. And then you had motocross.
Yeah, Murcross,
Johnny
Johnny Tsunami was the-
Tsunami.
Wow, I must have been doing something else when all these shows were on. I don't remember any of them.
Johnny
Yeah, you did.
Tsunami was the stuff, dude.
Johnny.
Windy Woo.
Johnny.
So
yeah,
later
the
on.
Windy Woo 2007.
Yeah. But I mean, like you said, all their movies should be on there, right?
Yeah, it's from what I gathered, the streaming service should have everything, like all Disney content. So I don't know. We'll see. What does this say?
Ryan says it's official. I've found a new friend. Never met you before. Johnny was amazing.
Dude, I know my Disney stuff, bro.
We did all the Halloween
I'm a
towns.
Whew. Halloween Town. I mean that last one where they went to high school or college or whatever.
Oh
It
yeah,
was.
with the recast.
Yeah.
Oh
No
my
one cared
God.
about that.
Do 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 do.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Do you guys remember Mr. Boogedy? It was a Disney movie.
Mr. Boogedy?
Yeah.
Boogedy.
What happened in it?
He was a Mr. Boogedy man. Had the kid from Married with Children. Well, he's older now. He was the older son in Married with Children.
Mr.
You
Boogedy.
don't remember Mr. Boogedy?
Mm-mm.
And they had to suck him up in the. He was scared of vacuums. They moved to this haunted house. It's old. Like,
I like.
of course, I was young. You guys weren't even a glimmer in anybody's eye yet.
I like.
I've never seen this movie in my
Yeah,
life.
dude.
I've never seen that movie in my life.
Yeah. Mr.
Nah, I haven't
They
seen
made a movie
it.
called The Bride of Boogedy. That's terrible.
Yeah. I liked it when I was a kid.
Yo, fan of the Megaplex? That just reminded me.
Phantom of the Megaplex. It was like kind of Phantom of the Opera, but for Disney. And
Like
it was
for, like, a movie
amazing.
theater. Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
dude. Phantom
It
of
had-
the Megaplex.
It had
Well, guys, I'm gonna leave. These two guys will take over from here. I have no idea what the hell they're talking about. So.
What was the other one? There was one that I liked growing up. Some of my friends, we watched it.
What's it about?
It was the cheerleading one.
The zombie ones? The zombie one that just came out?
It was their chant was "Si se puede."
Si se puede.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name of the movie though. It was
I
like,
just that's what I just called the movie.
that's what I called the movie
Si
too.
se puede.
People understood. People got it. I'd be like, "Yo, you remember that Disney movie Si se puede?" And they'd be like, "Yeah, yes, son, I got that."
Oh my god, I'm actually gonna look up a list of Disney Channel movies because I feel like I'm forgetting so many.
Dude, I've seen so much. Oh, Teen Witch. Teen Witch was on Disney. It's not necessarily a Disney movie per se, but it was on Disney. They showed it on Disney because I have it recorded on tape.
Oh, see, I thought you were talking about Twitches.
No, I refuse to.
Yeah.
Twitches.
Now you see it.
Oh, Smart House.
Smart House.
Yeah, Smart House was good.
Let's see, The Other Me.
Oh, the other me was that the
2000?
that's the clone. That's when the dude had the science kit with
Oh.
the clone. Yeah, he made a clone of himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of, what was the one with the
The 13th year.
13th year was the Mermaid Boy.
Yeah.
Up
and Away.
Up and Away was the superhero one, which I was gonna bring up. That had Meteor Man as the father. If you ever seen the movie Meteor Man.
Yeah.
And then Luck of the Irish is probably by far one of my favorite. Like, that was just a good movie.
The Look of the Irish.
The Look of the Irish.
What was the movie with the girl and the famous supermodel? She combed her hair, and then the doll came to life, and it was like the supermodel.
Yeah, they're making a sequel to that too.
Really? Oh, they should
yeah.
not do that.
Life Size.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Stepsister from Planet Weird. Pixel Perfect.
Whoa, Step Plan from the.
Stepsister from Planet Weird.
That's the one. Yo, is that the one where they? Yeah, they're bubbles. Like in their real form, they're bubbles.
And they'll pull like this.
Yeah, and then when they ate cereal, it they didn't pour milk with the cereal. They poured Coca-Cola. And
Yeah,
they ate it
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Yo, yo, son, that was up. These are those movies, bro. I'm gonna have to sit down and just like rewatch all of these. Yo,
Bring it back,
Disney.
memories.
I'm getting your streaming service.
Why not?
Yo,
Why don't you get Disney passes and you can go to Disney?
I have
Oh my God.
Disney passes.
What?
I believe so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do.
Alright,
If I don't have Disney passes, I can get some.
we all should go together.
You know, it's funny. Like we went to Disney not too long ago, and there were like Disney Channel stars filming like a promo there. It was weird.
What was the one with the soap? It was the kid from Smart Kid or Smart Guy, and then he made the soap, and then his
I didn't watch
parents.
any of these.
Oh,
shows.
got younger. Like,
Yeah, his
young?
grandparents used it, and then they got younger.
It was it was the kid
I'm
from
just
Smart
gonna
Guy.
say
right?
Yeah.
quietly
Yeah.
while they talk about these Disney shows I've
Smart
never
Guy.
seen.
Smart Guy was that. That was a good show.
Taj Mowry. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it had the sister girls in it too. 17 again.
17 again.
Yes.
Kim Possible. Yeah. They bring Kim Possible back.
Yeah, they do. That's why I'm waiting for that streaming service.
Well, they have a
Kim
live action
Possible.
Kim Possible coming out.
Oof, I'd rather you not. Jessica Chastain?
Confirmed.
Confirmed.
No. Actually, the girl they got to play Kim Possible looks almost nothing like her.
Oh my god. How hard is it to find a slim fit redhead?
We want the redhead.
Oh, this is for.
So that's Kim Possible.
Okay.
That's
Oh.
Kim Possible in the movie.
God. That's. Yeah, just give me another animated Kim Possible movie. I'd rather you not do that.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, she was wearing cargo pants and like her shirt's just showing her belly, and this one she's. It doesn't look. I don't know. It's not Kim Possible. It's not Kim Possible.
They're just like ruining stuff, man.
Yeah. But. Anywhoozle.
Any hues though.
That's a nice little trip back in time. Disney Channel movies and boy bands.
I had to step
Holy
away,
cow.
guys, because it was blowing my mind.
Life-
Ryan
yeah,
said
life
invite me
size.
for the marathon. Fresh cup of theme parks. We went when Blackish was filming. They got shut down the Soarin' ride.
Soarin'.
What, they filmed Blackish there? I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
A fresh cup of theme park. Yeah, I'm down. I know. I love talking about theme
Well,
parks.
Get ready to go to Halloween Horror Nights.
Ryan, you can come over for the marathon, dude. Like, I've
And we go all say, "We found you."
I love Disney movies, man. Disney was just old classic Disney, Cartoon Network, and Nickelodeon were just life.
Yeah,
Like,
they'll never have another Courage the Cowardly Dog.
You're absolutely correct.
Like, it was lightning in a bottle.
Yeah, there's some of those shows that you just can't like redo, or like, I mean, I guess you could bring them back. Like for example, like Danny Phantom, they have the original cast, the voice actors.
Mm-hmm.
They've been talking about it or whatever, and they have drawings. Some of the artists have drawings of the original like artists for Danny Phantom have like older drawings of like Sam Tucker and Danny.
Really?
Yeah, where like they're older. Same for
Time's fast.
Same for Hey Arnold. They have Hey Arnold ones. Like they have they have the art. Somebody just has to pick it up.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like they're bringing back Invader Zim for a movie.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
That looks cool.
Now, yeah,
That's what I want old cartoons.
I think I'm cool with that. If you're gonna bring back something for, just to bring it back, a movie, I think would be good.
Mhm.
Don't try to bring it back and make it a TV show, because you're not gonna capture that same.
Yeah.
Like,
You
look
need
at
like a good
Thundercats.
end cap.
Look at Thundercats, for example. You're trying to bring that back, and like.
Wait, what? There's a Thundercats coming back?
I blocked it out of my mind.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, it's I
Oh wait,
I
you're
agree.
talking about that show.
Like, I would hate-
Snarf.
I would hate to have one of my favorite shows that just got ended like on the biggest cliffhanger ever was Codename Kids Next Door.
Oh,
And if they were
it's
to
on Boomerang.
bring-
It's on.
If they were to bring that back and like
Just finish off that one
kid
cliffhanger.
it off though,
Yeah.
like bring it back and make it kiddish, like super kiddish,
Yeah.
I'd lose my mind. Like I would. I don't know how. I'd have a breakdown.
Like if they brought it back, but it's a Rainbow Monkeys show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it was more Rainbow Monkey focused.
Yeah.
Rainbow Monkey, Rainbow Monkey.
I
don't remember that song. Yeah, something
You
like
can
that.
go back
Yeah.
and watch them on Boomerang. They have it on Boomerang.
That's the thing though, is like you have like you were saying, like you have all these amazing shows and like they'll leave them off on cliffhangers. You just want that one closure.
Said the kid. No, because they said that the movie ended the series. No, because there was an episode. So the episode, if I remember correctly, it was the kids actually started. The kids were working with the teenagers, and they work. They get the thing. They get whatever mission they have to do done. And as the show's ending, there's these two figures that are just in black, like they're silhouettes, and they're talking, and they're like, "Oh yeah, number one must never know something, something." And like, we're just still testing him out because he might be our best whatever. And then the show ended. From my memory, that was the last episode of Codename Kids Next Door.
Oh, okay.
And the movie because the movie I remember was with Zero. Because Zero you find out is Nigel's dad, or Zero you find out was father, the kid.
I honestly don't remember the movie.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember because the movie was based on Zero.
Okay.
And Zero was either Nigel Uno's dad, or he was the kids down the lane.
Oh yeah.
It's their dad or something.
Ooh, those guys were creepy.
Down the lane.
Those kids.
Yeah.
Because they would everything they said was always in unison.
Yeah, of course.
Hello.
Ugh.
Good
Yeah.
stuff. Well,
Yeah, so Zero. Yeah, it was about Zero being one's dad. Okay, yeah, that was the movie. I remember that movie. Number one's father is number zero. Father is number one's uncle in the life because they were the lost sector. Yes.
Delightful.
But do you guys remember the episode I'm talking about though? It was like the teens and the kids worked together to stop something from happening. If I want to say father just like tried to kill everybody. and like they like succeeded on stopping him, and then it was just like these two silhouettes of a figure talking about like the future, and then
Nothing.
the show was done. Like I like, and it just and
That's
Jeez.
crazy.
All right, guys. Well, it's 12:01. I think that's a good place as any to stop.
Yeah, my back's about to fall off my
Oh,
body.
man. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. This was so much fun.
yeah, as always.
Bully bands.
This show is every Friday.
We have new names: Fresh Cup of Disney, Fresh Cup of Boy Bands,
Fresh Cup of Theme Parks.
Fresh Cup of Theme Parks, Fresh Cup of Marathons.
It's all covered. It's all covered here.
They're all fresh cups of stuff, you know.
I remember the X-Men, the Christmas episode where they spoofed the X-Men. Yeah, there's also the one where they did Dragon Ball Z. Actually, if I remember correctly, Codename Kid Next Door, for their show, they had the most like
Homages.
to other TV shows in that. Because they even had a Batman thing with like number 2's little brother as he's like the detective or whatever. Dude. The Dragon Ball Z episode. Oh my god, it was so good.
Well, I'm ready. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna end it right here. But yeah, like every Friday, 10 to 12. We'll be catch you guys next Friday. Thanks for tuning in and chatting with us. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you very much.
It's been another fresh cup. And we'll bump fist with John.
Woo!
We'll see you guys next time. Have a good night.
See ya.